Welcome to the Verizon Halftime. This is 5G built right.
Big game in the NFC East. All Giants so far as they have an 11-point lead as we welcome you to the Verizon Halftime Report. Let's check in on some other scores around the National Football League. Week 17.
All right, Atlanta Falcons at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mike Evans, a fine wide receiver, leaving this football game after 3 receptions, 46 yards and a touchdown. Brady showing the athleticism sprinting to the right, finding Antonio Brown for a 25-yard touchdown. 23-10. Tampa Bay on top of Atlanta. Steelers at the Browns. Nick Chubb. Single back set, bounce outside, cut back inside. Now here comes the speed. Jets. Should have been caught right there, but it wasn't. Look at this, man. That's impressive. 47-yard touchdown. Cleveland 10. Pittsburgh Steelers.
Browns win. They're in the playoffs automatically. Same story if Miami can beat Buffalo. And what's that?
That is flossing. That is flossing with, I don't know what he's flossing with. But then Allen, he's flossing. Isaiah McKenzie back of the end zone on a deep crossing route. A 14-yard score. McKenzie with 3 total touchdowns in the first half. It's 28-6. Buffalo on top of Miami. Buffalo wins. They are the number 2 seed in the AFC. Ravens at the Bengals. Lamar Jackson having thrown 8 touchdown passes in the last 4 games. Gets this one right down the middle. Gets inside the corner. Miles Boykin does. No safety help in the middle. And it's a 43-yard touchdown. Ravens 17. Cincinnati Bengals 3.
All right, a couple other scores for you. Lions and Vikings in a close one. Same for the Patriots and the Jets. Michael, your Giants defense looking strong.
Hey, looking strong. Patrick Graham, defensive coordinator. He has those boys dialed in and fired up. And it all starts, with the pressure that they've been able to put on Andy Dalton. And here you just have a 3-man rush. Usually, you just try to push the pocket. No one really gets close to the quarterback. Leonard Williams made the great move and gets the sack on Dalton. Here's the blitz. Blake Martinez runs right through the block of Pollard for that sack. And here is Bradbury, another the Pro Bowler for the Giants, who comes in and breaks up the pass. Andy Dalton seems to be out of rhythm. The Giants, Daniel Jones, they had 1 turnover from a fumble. But other than that, Daniel Jones protected the ball, has thrown some great passes. But the Giants need to go ahead and try to separate themselves and pull away. But defensively, they've done about as well as they can do.
Yeah, and I look at, like you said right there, that defense is stopping the run game of the Cowboys. Last week, Zeke had over 100 yards, and then Andy Dalton had a pretty good, decent game. This run game's been shut down, and Andy Dalton's stat 11 or 20, almost 100 yards, but getting sacked, not being able to run the football, that offense is not going to be able to be as effective as it could be.
It's out of whack right now. It's 11 runs, 23 passes. That's not the run-pass ratio they want to be at. 113 total yards, 1 for 7 on 3rd down. We looked at Dallas last week and we said, wow. This is kind of what we thought.
Troy
this is what we thought. Yeah.
Show. Boy, they look like they're
they look like the team we thought they were going to be before the season. I don't get it.
But they got to run the ball. They got to run the ball for it to be effective.
They got to run the ball. Yeah. Their 3rd downs haven't been 3rd and 2. They've been 3rd and 5, 3rd and 7. So that's put a lot of pressure on Andy Dalton.
And Mike, Troy was talking about how their offensive line had played so well in the last 5 games because they've been together. Yeah. And then in this game with a 3-man rush, they get a sack. That just,
an old school swim.
Trust me, when you're a D lineman and you get a sack on a 3-man rush, you're thanking your lucky star because it just does not happen.
Exactly.
Well, everybody who's watching this game knows what's at stake for both the Cowboys and the Giants. Later on today, we will find out who will be the number 1 seed in the NFC. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers currently occupy the top spot. Should they fall to the Bears, that opens the door for Drew Brees and the Saints to walk through. They will take on the Panthers, or it could even be Russell Wilson and the Seahawks. All of those games later on today, you'll catch one of them as we get you all set for the playoff picture. We'll wrap the day up with the OT presented by Lowe's and get you set for week 1 and the wild card round. All right, Verizon play of the first half. Let's go back to the Giants, Sterling Shepard. His receiving touchdown, 1 of 2 he had. Get ready for the second half. Coming your way after this.
Unleash the beast! Yeah. Man, it's a monster inside you! That monster got heat! You dedicated your whole life to be right here! Every play counts! Let's play our football, let's go!
Don't ever let go. Don't ever let go.
We've We've got playoff implications aplenty this afternoon as MVP favorite Aaron Rodgers tries to clinch the NFC's top seed while keeping the rival Bears out of the postseason. Others like Russell Wilson's Seahawks and Drew Brees' Saints are also in action with a lot on the line. It's all coming up 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 Pacific, right here on Fox.
Broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Here's a toss to Shepard. Plenty of room, and Sterling Shepard is in for the touchdown.
Yeah, just good execution, good balance. It's a good job.
Touchdown, Dante Pettis. That was today's game flow brought to you by Progressive.